Horoscope for Taurus, Saturday, 3 January 2026. Welcome to Cosmologicaleb. Today, Taurus, the universe challenges you to find your center. While the Sun, Venus, and Mars shine together as an alliance of fire in your sign, the Moon, Neptune, and Uranus ask you to disconnect from the noise to hear what your intuition whispers to you. It is a day of contrasts. The energy of passion and action faces the need for emotional clarity. You feel that string tense between the urge to act with strength and the urgency of stopping you to reflect. But don't be afraid. In the midst of this tension, Jupiter and Saturn offer you a path to growth. Today, Taurus, it's not about choosing between what you want and what you need, but about balancing both. Imagine a bathtub that fills and empties at the same time. Your challenge is to adjust the flow so that there are no overflows. This day teaches you that true power is not in mastering the environment, but in mastering your own energy. Take a deep breath. Today's energy feels like an emotional roller coaster, but each curve brings you closer to a wiser version of yourself. Pluto, the planet of hidden power, awakens in your home 10, illuminating profound changes in your professional environment. This is not a day to keep your head down. It's time to examine what power dynamics are wearing out your energy. There's a boss who demands more than reasonable. A colleague trying to control projects that should be yours. Pluto asks you to confront these situations with the firmness of a craftsman who adjusts his tools. View your office as a wooden mill. If a wheel jams, the entire system stops. Today, you must identify which gear resists change and adjust it before it drags you. On the other hand, Jupiter and Saturn form a trigon in your chart, uniting the expansion of the first planet with the structure of the second. This means that any effort to organize your finances will have a multiplied return. If you are considering a loan or an investment, now is the time to come up with solid plans, such as building a house with concrete foundations. Imagine that you are reviewing your budget. By separating unnecessary expenses, such as forgotten subscriptions, and redirecting them to an emergency fund, you feel an emotional release similar to clearing a crowded closet. This combination also favors negotiation. If you have to close a contract, do it with concrete proposals and clear limits, as a sculptor who defines the forms accurately. Uranus in your home brings an unexpected awakening in your relationship with the body. You may have stretched out this morning and felt extra energy in your muscles, as if someone plugged in an extra power supply. This planet of radical changes asks you to re-examine your routines. You're still using the same excuse not to run. Or you'd prefer to keep eating in the office instead of taking a walk at noon. Today, the cosmos gives you a powerful tool, the surprise. You may want to try an unusual exercise today, such as dancing in your living room while listening to electronic music, or changing the route of your usual walk along a mountain trail. The key is not to resist the new, but to let Uranus energy drive you to experience. If you feel fatigue, don't ignore it. The Moon in opposition to Venus and Mars warns you that your body can somatize emotional tensions. A warm shower or morning stretch can help you release that accumulated energy. The Sun, Venus, and Mars in House 9 require you to address issues of freedom and philosophy in your relationships. Today, you may feel an unstoppable desire to escape from the emotional routines that bind you, like a plant that grows into the light and breaks the walls of its pot. The Moon, on the other hand, in House 3, asks you to speak clearly about what you need. There's someone asking you more than you're willing to give. Or you feel frustrated by a friendship that has become a burden. The opposition between the Moon and Venus, Mars suggests conflicts between what you feel and what you act. If you have an affair that involves long distances, travel, studies, or work, a discussion of priorities could arise today. Don't be afraid to face it. The cosmos offers you an opportunity to redefine the terms. Imagine a conversation where both partners express their fears as if they were two ships adjusting their course to avoid a storm. In addition, with Mars in House 9, the desire for adventure or independence can collide with the need for stability. A useful ritual: write on a paper your current emotional needs and read them aloud in front of a mirror. This practice is not vain, it is a way to align your heart with your mind. Mercury and Jupiter in the House 3 and 9, respectively, open a channel between daily communication and great ideas. Today, an abstract thought can become a concrete action. If you are studying a philosophical or scientific subject, you will suddenly grasp a connection that you thought was impossible before, like a puzzle that fits effortlessly. The key is to take advantage of this clarity. Make a list of questions that you have always asked yourself and look for answers in books, podcasts, or conversations. Saturn and Neptune in conjunction ask you not to be carried away by idealization. If you have a utopian idea about a project or a goal, now is the time to shape it concretely. Imagine that you plan a trip. Instead of dreaming of traveling the world, it defines a specific destination, a realistic date and budget. This transforms fantasy into an executable plan. Besides, with the Moon on House 3, communication is crucial. If you receive an uncomfortable email or an unexpected call today, respond calmly. Cosmic energy suggests that even complex news can be solved with sincere conversation. To transmute the tension between the Moon and the planets of fire, perform an alchemy rite. Write on a paper what irritates you today and cut it into 3 pieces. Place each piece in a glass of water with a pinch of salt. As you mix, visualize that salt dissolves resentment. When finished, pour the water through the sink. This ritual not only eliminates heavy emotions, but also teaches you that what does not nourish your soul must be released. This symbolic act is like cleaning your home. When you remove objects that you no longer use, you leave room for the new. Today, your talisman color is emerald green, the color that combines Venus' renewing energy with the strength of Mars. Use it in an accessory, such as a necklace or a watch, or even in the decoration of your desk. The emerald green symbolizes not only growth, but also the ability to balance passion and serenity, the essence of the day. Have a nice day, dear Taurus. Subscribe to Cosmological Lab so you don't miss the next video. Give it a like if it resonated with you, and let us know in the comments what you thought. See you in the next video.